Hello! Yeah, I don't like doing the starting soon thing for too long. Looking for a game to capture, bro. Okay, that works, that works. Let's turn this down a tiny bit. Let's go. I'm using Streamlabs instead of OBS. Isn't that crazy? I never use Streamlabs. Mostly because it tries to get me to pay for it, and I don't want to do that. I refuse to pay for Streamlabs. Also no camera today. Because I was told to try it without it and see if people engage more. I'm gonna move the mic a little bit, so I'm sorry if it's loud. This thing's a piece of junk. I gotta get a new one. I'm thinking about going, generic YouTuber and buying a Yeti. You know, everyone and their mom who does YouTube at some point owns a Yeti mic. I figure submit to the stereotype, get a Yeti mic. They're pretty cheap, I think. Like what, $30, $40? Which I guess is really not that cheap in reality, but that's cheap for a microphone, so. But yeah. The cool thing, speaking of money, is that I just bought a new computer monitor and a new cable for said computer monitor. Yeah, I already have better stuff anyway. But no, not the computer monitor. I got a better computer monitor than what I have. It's like one of those ones that has it's called DisplayPort, and it's like the modern day VGA cable. So VGA cables way back in ye olden days of like 2018 used to be like the way to display cables. I don't know how new DisplayPort is, but it's more or less a stronger, like more robust HDMI cord. And a little more expensive too, so it's a little, you'll know it's a little nicer. But yeah, they're supposed to be better. I don't know really if they are, but I want to have two monitors because I've been wanting two monitors forever. This isn't a new thing. I've wanted two monitors since I was 15 years old, just starting out. So, I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. This isn't like I'm getting to grow on YouTube sort of a thing. This is like me finally getting a new thing. So this is totally gonna blow up, isn't it? No, it's not. Never mind. I'll take the paper. Wouldn't hurt. Take the sugar cane too. Rails could be a good idea actually too. Let's keep that on us. So for anybody who didn't see the TikTok stream yesterday, which I imagine is everybody who's ever going to see this, because TikTok doesn't keep my streams up, which isn't a TikTok thing, that's a, well, it is a TikTok thing, but that's not like a new thing, or like a me problem, with me specifically, it's just how TikTok is. Anyway, point is, I was building a Pachycephalosaurus exhibit next to the house, and I figure I have a little bit of time before I gotta get to work. It's 2:26 as of right now. I gotta be at work by like 4, so I got a little bit of time. I got like an hour, and I figure I'll go live right now. I was gonna go live at like 9 or 10 when I got home from work, so that'll be fun because I figure I don't work tomorrow, so I was gonna be up all night anyway. I might as well have some fun, Might as well talk to myself and this microphone. But yeah, that's the plan tonight. Is to do this, get home, do this again, and then go from there. I'll always take more redstone. I've been using a lot of redstone. Ow, dude, that was rude. Anyway, I've been using a lot of redstone because I've been using a lot of redstone lamps. What the hell are we listening to? Oh, back to Rooftop Run. Oh my god, it's all Rooftop Run. Hold on. Let's get a better song. There we go. Sorry. Let's get back to it. Okay. But yeah, so that's the goal, is to get the Pachycephalosaurus exhibit done. Which, like, I only have to put in the dinosaurs now at this point. That's copper. I keep thinking that's redstone. I looked at it twice thinking it was redstone. Get some more of this while I'm here. Maybe I'll get some scoria too while I'm down here, because I do like the way the scoria looks. But, I meant to write down a list of goals that I want to get, that I want to have. Because I figure I jump into Minecraft and I kind of play blindly, and I go until I get bored, you know? And on a stream, that doesn't make for an interesting stream, me switching between games like I would on my days where I'm just playing video games. Maybe it does, I don't know. I don't feel like it does. It wouldn't, I would be annoyed if it was like my favorite, well, I'm no one's favorite streamer, but if I was watching a streamer, I see the diamonds by the way when I get this in a second, but if I was watching a streamer and it was like, oh, he has no fucking clue what he's doing, and is just bouncing between games, basically live streaming his regular day-to-day life. Now, I want to have plans. I want to commit to this world, and I want to have ideas and things to build, and I want to improve, especially at building, while I play and while I stream. I think that's going to make it more interesting, is if you can see. There's a lot of scoria. Let's get like 3 more to make it a nice even 4, so I can turn it into bricks. But no, I think that'll make it more interesting to be like, oh, that's where he started off, that weird, dinky-looking little building. And then, you know, 6 months from now, a year from now, whatever, look back and be like, oh, so that's where he started, that's where he's at now. Look at the improvement. I don't do that a lot in video games either. That's gonna explode. Nothing in there, so it's okay. How did that hit me? Anyways, I don't intend to improve in video games. Not that I don't improve at certain video games, especially like, you know, the more competitive ones, but I'm just not built like that. You know, I'm not like, oh, I want to actively go out of my way to get better at this game that I like. But when it comes to Minecraft and building, like, I'm interested in building. I like building. And when I build something cool, I'm proud of it, you know? And I built a couple of things that are pretty sick. You know, I had this world for a while that was a couple of years old. And it started off as just a house that I spent like 2 hours on. And it slowly expanded out. It was still dinosaurs, because I only play Minecraft with dinosaurs at this point. But, yeah, it started out as just a house, and it expanded out into like full-blown Jurassic Park, and it looked so cool. And my dinosaurs were like a real-time year old. But I messed up and accidentally deleted it, because with the Minecraft launcher that I use, you can clone your mod packs, pretty much, is the best way to describe it. And you can, like, I don't know, it's really weird. But the stuff doesn't carry over, because it's a cloned version of it. So I played all that time in the cloned version, not the original, so I tried to delete the original, and it deleted both. And I didn't realize until I went back to play in the clone version and it wasn't there, and I'd already cleared my trash can, so I lost it for good, and I started crying, like, genuinely. And this was like a year ago. I was like 18 when I did that, or 19. I'm 20 now, so I probably was 19. It happened in, like, I want to say April last year, so. And I cried, because I was like, I spent so much time in that world. I was actually attached to the dinosaurs I had in there. You know, I was attached to the house that I built. It felt like, I don't want to say it felt like something died, but it was kind of similar to, like I was grieving, like, actually grieving. It was genuinely, it sounds sad, because it's like, oh, it's a Minecraft world, but you spend that much time on anything, and you're gonna, you know, you're gonna cry about it. I don't know how well you guys can see, by the way. I just want to say. So I'm hoping you can see pretty good. I'm actually looking right now at my stream just to make sure. You can see okay. I'll head back up to the surface in a minute. I'm not even in the area to get the biofossils anyway, so we can go back home. That's fine. Let's get all this stuff. There's something here on my desk. I think it's this. And when I shake my desk, it rattles. And I'm like, it sounds really weird, but I don't know what it is. But I think it was this empty Coke can that I just had sitting up here. But yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? You know, I miss that world, and I still miss that world to this day. It's one of those things where you don't realize how proud you are of something until it's gone. You know? Like, you don't realize how much you genuinely enjoy something until you can't access it anymore. Nope, give me that. Put that away. I got cakes. I don't know why I got cakes. They're here. I found something with cakes in it. I think it was a chest of some kind, and now I have a bunch of them. Yeah, that's all junk, for the most part. This is somewhat junk. That's all DNA that I just can't use, because it's not 100%, so... We're kind of stuff. What's up, Fujitora? You watching One Piece? Good boy. As you should be. But, one of the ideas I had was I wanted to make this area out here, that you're going to see in a second, look a little bit more like it was built in Jurassic World Evolution. Because one of my favorite things about Jurassic World Evolution is the fact that, like, you can make it look like an actual park, you know? So I like this area, I like this stuff a lot. In fact, let's even grab, do I have more blackstone? I have a lot of blackstone. I'm gonna have to get more at some point, I'm sure, but this is okay for right now. Do I have more glowstone? Oh yeah, I have 20 glowstone, that's awesome. Grab that, grab sticks, and we're gonna make a stack of torches. Okay. But yeah, I was also streaming on my server yesterday, and I realized it's really dumb of me to be using redstone blocks. Like, look, if we dig this up, full redstone block under there. That is 9 redstone that I'm just wasting because I was inefficient, and because I was stupid. So I figured, screw all that, we're gonna replace them with torches. I'm not going through, though, piece by piece by piece and replacing each one with torches. That's a little too much. And I don't feel like doing all that. So, from now on, we're using torches. That's going to be the new rule. Dude, I love the way these shaders look. They make the world look so much nicer. It just looks so cool. But, yeah, that was on the TikTok stream yesterday. And I don't know if I'm going to continue streaming to TikTok just because, like, I don't know if I like streaming to TikTok. I'd rather grow my YouTube. I need to start posting videos. I had an idea for a video. And it was... well, I actually have 2 ideas for a video right now. And I'm working on making more. I just need to sit and brainstorm some video concepts. One of them is, what was it? Just mod reviews and just uploading mod reviews. Because I wouldn't... Here's the thing, I don't mind the idea of being one of those YouTubers who doesn't, like, sit and talk like this, like how I am now, like casual conversation kind of a thing on a video. I don't mind reading off the script. I like that, actually, because it'll make it easier instead of having to, I guess, riff off the top of my head and figure out what I want to say. But, what's the same? So yeah, I want to do mod reviews, and I want to start with Jurassic Saga, and then I want to go from there. And if I get big doing mod reviews, I want to be able to start interviewing the developers, because I think having an interview with the developers and getting into their minds and, like, picking their brains and seeing what makes them, like, well, develop Minecraft mods, or seeing what makes them add this one specific idea that they had that seems a little bit ridiculous, but, like, it's kind of cool. You know, stuff like that would be really cool. I need to get my blackstone back out. I shouldn't have put it away. I don't need a stack of it or anything, but... There you go. See, that looks kind of nice. No, I have biofossils, don't I? Don't. Well, I shouldn't have. No, wait, I can still get up there. There still should be some. I need to... Here's what we're gonna do. Get back here. 2 dark oak buttons is actually the perfect amount, quite frankly, so that works. Put it... No, I can put it up here, right? Yeah, there we go. And that way, now I can not have to slowly inch forward with the minecart until I reach the thing. This is an elevator, by the way. That's super cool to me. And you can just use it like that. I think that's so sick. That's something I think is so interesting. Is those like I want to talk to the guy who coded this and figure out how the fuck he made that, because that's so cool. Like, look, I think I can. Yeah, see, it's an elevator block, and I just think that's so cool. Like, I mean, obviously the idea is pretty basic, but the teleportation's the part that I'm talking about. I don't know. I just think it's neat. I came back up here to grab... Oh, this is what I was grabbing. Right. Grab some bones. So, I was gonna put a Pachycephalosaurus in there, which is still gonna happen. Now I need to figure out, though, what dinosaur I'm gonna put here. So I have glass panes, right? Yeah, I do have glass panes. I think the framed glass doesn't have... I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't want black stone, but I want stone... like stone bricks. Maybe a stack was a little too much. But that's whatever at this point. So touch one's there. I'm gonna put glass there so that way it doesn't... That way it technically doesn't cover it up too much. Like that. Kinda like... I like that. And then we're gonna... It's a little bit of a big platform, but I was expecting to put a big dinosaur here, so... Or not dinosaur, but a... skeleton. So that's okay. Alright, let's connect properly, right? Yeah, that looks good. Oh, no, wait, I don't gotta do that. I can just connect it like that. Oh, that's so sick. Dude, I love these diagonal, like, frames. The diagonal glass. Yeah, that's so awesome. Okay. Postasuchus isn't terrible. I'm thinking T-Rex and just go generic, quite honestly. I think it's T-Rex. Yeah, like, how's that look? Oh, I'd vibe with that hard. Yeah. Let's turn it this way. Yeah, I like that. That's so cool. Alright. So, do I have... I do have nutrients. I wasn't sure if I ever crafted them. Let me hear something. Let me hear how loud this game is. Hang on. Any second now. Okay, you know, the game's a little bit loud. The thing is, I don't know which one the minecart falls under, so I gotta turn the whole thing down. Also, my microphone sounds like it sucks really bad right now for some reason. I don't understand why. Didn't mean to put that there. Sorry, one of my friends sent me a snap with, like their head in a tomato. I don't have bio goo either, do I? No, I don't. Can I craft bio goo even? No, I need eggs. Oh, that sucks. Which means we can't even get this stuff right now anyway. Let's go find some chickens. There probably aren't chickens around, quite honestly. So I'm gonna get chickens, or I'm gonna get a chicken egg. We're gonna get one chicken egg. We're gonna start there. Let's get like 2 actually. Cause my plan, and this is gonna be a brilliant plan once you see what it is. With Fossils and Archaeology, which is the mod that adds the Pachycephalosaurus that I'm adding, you're able to cultivate like other Minecraft mobs. So my idea is get a chicken farm, which sounds easy, but it's a lot harder because I live on top of a mountain. So the best bet is kill chickens, analyze their stuff for DNA, and make shit. Well, I can't analyze this, can I? No, I can't. I can analyze you. Yeah, I'll get 95% chicken DNA, that's fine. Dunno, if you will. Let's get raw chicken just to have it. There. And then /home. Get back up in here. There we go. And then I need cows. Which is also going to be hard, because how can I... you know what I can do? Hold on, here's an idea, Sorry, my dogs are barking at something. Why am I using just enough items to craft fucking... What are they barking at? I'm gonna look outside in a minute and see if they're actually barking at something worthwhile, or if they're just barking at nothing. Oh, they're barking at my dad. My dad's outside taking a look at our car. I say our car, but it's really his car that I drive, but whatever. That doesn't matter. That's not important. I'm sure they're very loud. Yeah, we'll do it like that, and then I know I have wheat. I was gonna say, I know I have wheat. So here's how we're gonna do this. This is a genius idea, and you're about to find out. So the other cool thing that you can do with fossils and archaeology is you can do the same thing that I just said with mammals, right? Where you analyze their DNA, and you get, like, you know, well, sheep DNA, cow DNA, etc., etc. Yeah, let's bring you in here. Close that, gives you a treat for behaving. So, do I have raw beef? What about leather? I have plenty of leather. Can I analyze that? Yeah, and I'll most likely get cow DNA. That's fine. That works. Oh, more Pachycephalosaurus DNA. Perfect. I wanted 3 anyways. So that extra works out. We only need 1 cow DNA. That's perfectly fine. So... I'm only going to use 1 chicken DNA anyway, so that's fine. That can go up there. This is going to get reorganized. I don't like how this is organized, and it's going to get changed. That was loud. For right now, let's go out and find a cow. Let's get some milk. I can't milk you, can I? No. How many name tags do I have? I have 7. So let's name the sheep. What shall we name the sheep? He's going to be named Sean. Sean the sheep. Alright, Sean, come here. We're going to sleep and wait for day. Yeah, then we gotta go find a cow. So the thing is, I know cows spawn in plains. Everything spawns in a fucking plains biome. But I need to find out if they haven't despawned. Because they can also despawn in plains biomes. Everything despawns eventually. Yeah, see, this is not on my map. I can milk goats as well. So I'll go to the goat. The goat's fine. It still gives me milk, it still works. You feel me? Give me that. I don't know why I always take sugarcane. I have no use for it. I used to grab it because, I used to play with Jurassic Rebirth, which is a terrible mod, by the way. Now I use Jurassic Saga, and it's like 10 times better. How did he get down here? First, let's take these. No, I can't milk you because you're a male. Let's head up to this goat over on the other side of the forest. And hope that it's a female, I guess. That's kind of neat that you can't, just milk whatever goat you want. That was something that was even missing from, Jurassic Craft and from Jurassic Reborn. So, that's a cool detail. I'll take more chicken eggs, too. Because I'm going to set up an automatic chicken farm at some point. That's what I'm getting the chickens for in the first place, is a chicken farm. There we go. Just say jump. Stupid. Are you a female? Oh, and I can't. I could have sworn I could milk the goats. I don't know. It is what it is. There's cows up here. I love my little rabbit shoes that make me jump high. And they negate fall damage, which is also cool. So, you know, I'm balling. I'm awesome. Yeah, no, this world's a little bit old. I got a lot of time in this world, so that's why things are the way they are. Let's make this. So I have tons of rotten flesh. Yeah, I have so much rotten flesh. I never need to collect rotten flesh again in my life. Let's place this, because I'm going to break it with the other one in a minute. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. And then toss this stuff up in here. Throw all that away. Alright. Let's do that. So I'm going to wait, I guess. If I'd had more milk, if I'd have brought more buckets, I probably would have made more bio goo. And then we could have gone from there. Let's put all this away. And while I'm thinking about it, let's organize this. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to take all this in. Anything that swims is going to go down here. Which admittedly is not a lot in this mod. There's not a lot of things that swim. We're going to count this as a swimmer, because why not? Anything green goes down here. Just because I like organizing by color a little bit. I like organizing by color, and I like organizing by, like, capabilities, if that makes sense. Ice Age is going to go right here in the middle. So all my Ice Age creatures are there. I'd rather they all didn't touch. I think that'd make it easier to keep organized. Alligator Gar, Aquila Lamna. I don't have anything else that swims, right? Ichthyosaurus does. And Henotus. What else do I got? Should be it, should be it. And then regular mobs are going to go up here. Flying mobs are going to go there. And these can just stay in a row, because like there's like 4, maybe 5 that fly in this mod. There's not a lot. Put all this stuff like this. And that should be good. Should be pretty well organized now. Should stay set. Right? I'll take that just to have it. Sorry, I'm double checking this top row to make sure that there's nothing else that flies, swims, or anything else. We should be good. The Dilophosaurus and Dimetrodon is very cool. Yeah, I like how that looks. That's all gonna get flattened to that same Y level. Everything's gonna get flattened to the same Y level up to the river. And then we're gonna cross the river and it's probably gonna get lower. Let's crank up that render distance, to be honest. Right? I mean, I'm running the game okay, so... Yeah, I'm running the game pretty good, actually. The thing is that there's a bunch of chests down there. So it does kind of kill frame rate when I look at that. But if you look anywhere else, it's over 100, so that's pretty crazy. It's pretty funny, actually. I'm debating moving Spinosaurus to the swimming ones just because I know they swim. But I don't know if I should. So, right, it's at the halfway point, so this is where it's going to either make it or break it. I can't tell if it's the same model as the other ones. Okay, it's good. We can put the cow up then. I like how this is playing Minecraft. I think that's so fun. I love DecoCraft. I gotta make a new DecoCraft table. In fact. So, the way DecoCraft works is you need to make it. It's like a table. I don't know what it's called, but it's more or less a crafting table. Is really all it is. And it allows you to make all this furniture. You need like dye and wool and etc. etc. So I need to find out what that table even is, which I'm just gonna type in. Huh. Newton's cradle? It's none of these things. Yeah, I don't know. I have to figure out what it's called for me to do anything. Do I have hoppers? I don't have hoppers. I have chests. I have so much iron. Oh, wow. And how much glass have I got? We can use clear glass. I'm not that worried about it. That's fine. And then we're going to head out to right here. Boom. Is this... No, this is my Silk Touch one. We need my Silk Touch one to break this. I think. There we go. Give me that. Okay. So now I need to sit and wait, pretty much, for this to get done. Oh, there you go. Eggs! Of course, my first egg in this world, it's a goddamn chicken egg. So I don't think I can jump this. No, I can. Sweet. There. And now, give me... I'm sure I have a bunch of seeds. Yeah, in fact, let's go to the farm. Let's get more. Let's actually harvest all of it. I think it should all... Yeah, it's all done. This is my primary food source right here. So we're gonna... Hello? Okay, I guess I gotta get down here. I'll say this should be decreasing the amount of time it takes for him to grow. Yeah, you can only decrease it to like 10 seconds. So he should be an adult soon. Right now. There. And now he'll start making eggs for us. I think I actually had more... Yeah, I had more chicken eggs in here. And yeah, you're gonna get done soon. Okay. So both of them are a success, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ah, boy, good dream. Okay. So... Let's toss this in here. Let's put it like right there. Because we're gonna use it, so... It doesn't have to go far. Yeah, this is my Silk Touch one. I'm just gonna jump down the mountain. I don't really care that much. So... Give me all of that. Because I'm gonna need it. Where's my... Do I have a stone cutter in my inventory? No, but I should make one. Stumb. Because I can't spell. So... Wait, what's it to craft it? 3 stone... Oh, I was like, where did I get the extra stone from that I didn't notice? Let's put it like, I don't know, right there. Doesn't matter that much. Then we need to flatten this out. So, oh, I don't have buttons. Alright, stun button. Yeah, stun buttons. Let's get here. I could have gone around, actually. Ah, well. Alright, so let's dig this out. And let's dig around a little bit. Should be good right there. So I don't know what I'm gonna put in here, to be honest. Do I have another bed? No. I need to... Do I have wool? I have wither skeleton skulls? I should fight the wither. Yeah, I need to start carrying a spare bed on me at all times. That'd probably be a good plan. I also need to get more netherite so I can upgrade my backpack. I only got enough for my tools and not enough for anything else. So, that's pretty stupid of me. I don't think this one's going to be as big because I think I'm going to put some small carnivore in here. That should be like that. There we go. Okay. But we are going to flatten this out. So we are going to bring this back a little bit to like right here. Yeah, I don't think it's a... it's close. It's close. That much is for sure. It is pretty close. So I'm not too concerned with gathering all the dirt, realistically. But the stone is something I am in dire need of, so that's gonna come in handy, digging out this whole area. And we can build right along here. And I always put in, like, the corners, I guess, if that makes sense. Like that little gap between the stone brick and the grass, because fossils and archaeology has had this bug for years, and really any mod where dinosaurs can grow has had this bug where they grow, but they like phase through the walls as they grow, because the way that Minecraft's like systems work, it's really weird. It's a really strange glitch. I don't really know how to explain it particularly well, but it's not ideal. Let's get volcanic rock. And yeah, so it goes like that. Which this is going to be dirt, actually. So yeah, that's a lot better. So that kind of gives us a somewhat rough outline we can follow to build the rest of the enclosure. As for what's going to go in here, I really don't know. Like, yet. Because there's a lot of dinosaurs in between these mods, and not all of them are huge. And I want to do something small. I want to do something that isn't taller than the player. In this one. The same way the Pachycephalosaurus isn't taller than the player. So, that's where we're going to start. But I just need to figure out... I'm sure Jurassic Saga has something small. I could probably do Trigosaurus. That is in both mods, so we can do a small handful of those. Oh no, I want to do a carnivore. I'm stupid. I forgot I said I wanted to do a carnivore. Which does mean that I have to figure out which carnivores... Colaris is in Jurassic Saga. So I could have a Jurassic Saga one on one side and Pachycephalosaurus from Fossils and Archaeology on the other. That could be fun. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got time. Is there a wolf under the ground? Hi! Are you gonna follow me out here? Come on. Are you not? Or are you stuck? Come on. Stop going that way. Let's go. Yeah, I'll dig him out so he can get out. Are you coming? Alright, maybe if I get far enough away, I'll teleport. Is he not going to teleport? Is he really stuck? I'm just surprised he's stuck in the water. Oh, there you go. Took you long enough. Come on. There you go. You're going to come over here. Let's get a new name tag. Do I have anvils? I do have anvils. I think I'd just be stealing anvils. And I'm going to steal Poet Plays' thing with Indiana Bones. Because I love that name for dogs. Ah, shit. I hit the wrong button. Indiana Bones. There's like side buttons on my mouse that allow me to like backtrack on stuff. It's really weird. That's kind of the best way to describe it. It's like a back button built into my mouse. It's really strange. Yeah, we're gonna flatten all this out. Put any of the stone and stuff up in there so I can get all the dirt. The thing is, I'm saying I don't need all this dirt, but like I kind of do. Because I gotta build, I guess, terraform all across, really this whole area up here. I can also just do stairs down. Like, see, I need to terraform that. I need to make that look natural. I also need to light up under there at some point. That's gonna have to be the thing that gets done. So, I need to find a mod that turns like block entities, like chests and stuff, into, I don't know, more optimized stuff. But yeah, I tried to download this one actually, and it wouldn't download because it's what, fabric? I don't know. Weird Minecraft mod jargon crap. Really stupid. Let's dig up all this stone. Yeah, I'm glad I chose to do this now, because I was worried about having to find stone before. I didn't really want to have to smelt anything, actually. But, yeah, now we're chilling. I mean, I have so much coal, I'm sure. Yeah, I have 3,000 coal and 247 of the ore, so I could have smelted stuff if I wanted to. I just didn't feel like it. It takes way longer. That's Cretaceous marine ore. If it was the regular Cretaceous ore, I would have dug it up, but it's not, so we'll leave it. So here's my other problem. Let me go build this up first. Did I put? I did. So let's go to this corner. And we're gonna replace that with volcanic rock. Did I do it in this corner? No, I didn't. So that can stay there. The way I have that built can stay the way it is. Yeah. This is more like what I wanted to do. I'm really weird with the way that I fill in big, like, holes of dirt. I divide it up into sections, and then I fill in those sections. Is that weird? I thought this was a weird thing to do. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupid. Yeah, this is a little bit better. This is more like a, what else? What else? Hoping for. Yeah, when I get back from work later, we're gonna go live again. Maybe. Maybe I'll figure out if I can live stream my Xbox. Because I can stream my Xbox to my my computer. So maybe I can live stream my Xbox app to YouTube and we can play Red Dead Redemption or something. So let's grab all this. Turn a bunch of these into stone bricks. I honestly think 4 stacks of stone bricks might just be overkill. But we're going to use what's left to turn it into that stone tile. So that's okay. I don't want to do Velociraptor. That's the other thing. I was thinking about that before, because I said I wanted to do something small. that isn't, like, bigger than the player. Can I not turn this into... Does it have to be this? Oh, no, I need the chisel. That's what it is. Yeah, it can all stay like that. I don't really care. Yeah, that's annoying. Forgot that I didn't take the minecart down. Alright. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go look at the DNA and see what we have. So Brachiosaurus is definitely not what I'm looking at. Dilophosaurus could be cool. Do like 2 of those. I said I wanted a carnivore. Postosuchus would be awesome. Do like 3 of them. Yeah, I don't really know what I want to do. Huh. Oh yeah, the cow syringe. We are gonna get you pregnant. There you go, Sean. Sean the sheep is pregnant. What about... Let's look at... I don't know what that is, but let's look at this. What kind of carnivores are in here? I still don't want to do velociraptors. I think that's too much. Ornithosuchus. I don't know what that even looks like. Carcharodontosaurus is way too big. Same with Ceratosaurus. Herrerasaurus could be interesting. Troodon could be cool. I think I'm gonna go with Postosuchus. No, Dilophosaurus. I think that's what I want to do. I think that's gonna be cooler. So let's throw those up in the backpack. And then... yeah, we'll head back down and we'll get that started. I'll get these enclosures built. Yeah, getting the bed was a great idea. Because I needed one, so... I was tired of having to teleport back every time I wanted to sleep. Oh. Come back here. I don't know if this is going to be the design philosophy for every enclosure, but for these first 2, I'm going to stick with this. I wonder if I can turn these into walls. Probably not, right? Nah. I was hoping there were more walls because of chisel, but I don't think that there are. Every compact. That's neat. The picket fences could be fun to use for other stuff. Ooh, Macaw's stuff would also be pretty sick. Damn, there's a lot of good choices for these walls, actually. What about fences? What about... Ooh. Yeah, I like those. I don't know, we'll figure it out. There's no, like, electric fences, is there? Nah. I used to play with this one mod years ago that added electric fences, and I added it to... I was making my own... No, I don't think I was making my own mod packs yet. I think this was before I was even good enough at, like, computer stuff to know how to make a mod pack on my own. Obviously, nowadays, I can make my own whenever I want. But, no, at the time, I think I was using a pre-made one from Technic Launcher, which is pretty sick. So, what was I doing? I was playing with this mod pack where I built this T-Rex enclosure, and I put electric fences all along the walls, kind of like how these walls look, but with electric fences instead. And I think I killed the T-Rex doing that. Fossils and Archaeology doesn't have the kind of AI that allows the dinosaurs to run from pain, especially not the T-Rex, of all things. But since there's nothing to fight, obviously it couldn't fight it, so it was just, like, kind of stuck. It was, like, stuck dying. I want to center this. That's a little better. That's more like what I wanted. Yeah, this is going to be that Dilophosaurus, so we're going to do boom, Dilo, exhibit. Boom! This is progress. It's progress. That's what I like to see. So, let's get some dirt. Let's wrap up terraforming this whole area down here. Because I think this is, yeah, this is pretty good. I don't like this pig being down here. Come on, bro. You can get out right here. You're just not going to. I was going to try and free him, but if he's able to get out entirely on his own and he's just not doing it, then I'm not going to bother. Just let him do his own thing. There we go. There we go. This is start. So I think I'm going to scrap the idea of making it all Y level 68. Because, like, I like that idea, but it's just not going to... What are you doing, dude? You having a good time? Hi! Stupid ass. Goodness gracious. Anyway. Yeah, and also because I just low-key screwed that up just now as I'm building this, so, you know. Not really gonna work if it's all already falling apart. And there's no point wasting the dirt if I'm building a kind of a staircase down. Alright, we're gonna go set that pig free. Because I don't need him to be stuck in this water forever. I don't know what it is with the mobs today and their obsession with the water, but come on. Get out. Nope. Don't come back. Ah, I shouldn't have hit you. Come on. Nope, wrong way. There. I was gonna say, is he gonna go right back to it? I would have laughed so hard. I think he's actually actively trying to, but I don't think his pathfinding is allowing him to find it. Yeah, your watering hole's covered up now. Now what? Okay, that's a little better. I grabbed way too much dirt to do that. What's up, Dudeski? Yeah, this is going to be cool when they're put in here. I really like how this looks. I think between the shaders and honestly just the way this diagonal path looks, or diagonal window, I should bring the path. I wonder if I can bring the path along here. Let's see how that would look, because I have an idea now. Now that I say that out loud. My shovel's right here. So it's going to be 3 wide. That was the original plan, so let's do... dig along like this. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now let's do one more on each side. So that way it's like 4 in between. And then it'll be 3 here. Yeah. So now I need to figure out where I'm going to put all the lights, is the other thing. I don't know. That's a problem. That's a problem for later. Let's just do one more. So that way I have a little bit of room for the lights. Because then I can, yeah, I can kind of center them. Nah, that's not enough space. That's a little bit more like it. Okay. So here's my idea. So it's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pretty much 5 from each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So you're gonna see what I mean in a minute. See, it's 2, 2. Then I did 2 blocks diagonally. Right? Yeah. So how many blocks wide is this? This is 4. So let's adjust this and kind of do it like that. That was a little bit more like what I was originally planning on doing. Right, okay. This. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we're gonna put. Let's actually get rid of this, so you can kind of better see what I'm trying to do. Okay. Oh, excuse me. That hurt. Wow. All right. Let's grab glass. Let's turn all this frame glass into other glass. Where'd the stone cutter go? Why did I put it away? Am I stupid? There we go. Okay. So let's grab stone bricks. And let's also dig this, like, what, 3 down? Should be good. But let's leave it like this, at like the edge of the path. Okay. Oh no, wait, I should've... Because this is all gonna get turned into stone brick. Oh wait, I can't... I can't jump 3 block wide things. See, this is all gonna be stone brick. And we're gonna use even more diagonal glass, because I like using it. It's so cool looking, man. So this is gonna be an enclosure. Another enclosure, even. We're getting all the enclosures built before we have the dinosaurs, so... That way we at least have an idea of where we're gonna put them. This is also gonna be something definitely relatively small, because there's no way something big is gonna fit down here. Because this probably isn't gonna be all that big. Now, I've always put, what was it? Protoceratops? I think it was. Into one of these things, because I think it's just better. Excuse me. It's insane to me that you can't chisel glass. I miss old chisel, where you could chisel on basically anything. There. That was one of the best parts of old chisel, was where you could chisel literally almost any block into whatever you wanted. And I remember I used to chisel dirt just for shits and giggles, just because I thought it was the funniest thing in the world that you could chisel dirt. Which, like, looking back on it, was probably really stupid that I thought chiseling dirt was funny. But I also don't really care. I was like 12, so let's dig all this up, turn that into dirt. Yeah. Yeah. So this is like what I was trying to do. Because then this is going to be a bridge that goes across. So let's actually get the stone back out and try to figure out where I want this to end up at. I don't want it to be huge. If it's going to be Protoceratops, it does not need to be huge. You know? Like, this is probably already too much space for Protoceratops. But, you know, I like giving my dinosaurs kind of like that. So then it's 3 across, right? Boom, boom. Yeah, and then kind of like that. I just like being able to see the dirt where the blocks are. So that's gonna get covered up. Yeah, this is kind of like what I was trying to do. So, Protoceratops is going to go in there. What's up, Indiana Bones? Which means I need new signs. So let's... Can I craft? I need to get more oak. I'm amazed at just how little oak I really have. I don't need 6 of them. That's probably too much. But better too much than not enough, right? Exhibit. There. Put that away, put that away. The shovel's gonna have to get fixed up. That's gonna be something I can do another time. Yeah, this is plenty of space. Let's get the redstone stuff back out. So we can start filling in these holes. Do it like that. Boom. Yeah, this is definitely smaller than that. This is the Dilophosaurus exhibit. So, I like swampy Dilophosaurus, quite frankly. Excuse me. So, I'm going to go ahead. Let's look at the saplings. Right. No, maple is not what I'm looking for. Our Arcaria is pretty cool, but that's not what I'm looking for. Willow. So, we're going to have to find a willow biome. Do I have Nature's Compass? I do. Let's craft. I need a compass. Would be a good start. And then... Okay, so it needs to be a swap of some kind. Right? Where do I find... Yeah, the biomes. Okay. So there's a book you can... No. Mod pack name? Oh, I made it. If I could make it publicly available, I would. But, nah, that's a personal one. I can give the mod list at some point, though. Pumpkin Burrow's pretty cool. But, there's a book I'm looking for, and I can't remember what it's called for the life of me now. But, what it does is I think it tells you where, like the trees spawn. So that's what I'm trying to find out. Is where do these... Do you make reeds? That's so cool. What? I don't have any leaves in my little remote here. But yeah, there's a guidebook somewhere. I'll have to find that. But I am gonna wrap up right now, cause it's 3:30 almost. I gotta go to work. So on that note, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Subscribing right as I'm about to end. That's unfortunate, but